Pisces, stop. Do not scroll past this. I need you to hear me right now because what the cards just revealed for you on this 10th of August, 2026, is not a gentle whisper. It is a shock. It is the kind of surprise that hits your chest before it hits your mind. And I need you to be seated for this because the tears that are coming, they are not the tears you have been crying in secret at 2 in the morning. No, these are different. These are the ones you have been starving for. Someone who went completely, painfully silent is about to shatter that silence with something so unexpected, so tender, so undeniably real, that you will press your hand over your mouth and whisper, "Finally," but here is the twist, Pisces, and this is what makes my hands tremble as I pull these cards. It is not just a message. It is not just a text. It is a full unraveling of everything they never said. And before I show you what they are about to confess, I need you to do one small thing for me. Tell me in the comments where you are watching from right now. Drop your city, your country, wherever your beautiful Pisces heart is sitting in this moment. Let me see you. Let the universe see that you are here, ready, open. And if you have not yet subscribed to Trusted Tarot, do it now, because this channel is your spiritual anchor, and what is coming for you this week deserves a witness. You did not find this video by accident. Let's get that straight right now. The algorithm did not just randomly place Trusted Tarot on your screen today. There is no such thing as an accidental click when it comes to matters of the soul. Your higher self, your intuition, the very frequency of your spirit, pulled this reading into your reality because you have been begging the universe for a sign. You have been sitting in the quiet, asking the stars, asking your guides, asking the empty space in your bed. Is this it? Is this how it ends? Am I going to be left in the dark forever? And the universe, in its infinite, mysterious timing, has finally answered. This specific message arriving on this exact day, the 10th of August, 2026, is a direct response to the prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening. You are in a spiritual portal right now, Pisces. The energy around you is shifting, thickening, preparing to deliver something that will alter the trajectory of your heart. You were meant to be here, in this exact moment, listening to my voice, because the vibration of this reading is the key that unlocks the door you have been pounding on for months. And I know you have been feeling it in your physical body, haven't you? Your body always knows the truth before your logical mind catches up. Over the last few days, you have been experiencing these strange, unexplainable somatic shifts. A sudden flutter in your chest that has nothing to do with caffeine or anxiety. A deep, buzzing restlessness in your limbs that makes it impossible to sit still, yet you feel entirely drained of energy. You have been waking up abruptly in the middle of the night, specifically between 3 and 4 in the morning, staring at the ceiling with a racing heart, feeling as though someone just walked into the room. You catch yourself checking your phone obsessively, even when you know it is on silent, even when you know they haven't reached out. There is a tightness in your throat, a lump that forms when you try to swallow down your hope, and an unusual, almost overwhelming emotional sensitivity. A sad commercial, beautiful song, a stranger smiling at you, it all brings you to the edge of tears. Please hear me when I tell you that these are not symptoms of anxiety or depression. These are physical confirmations. Your nervous system is literally downloading a massive shift in energy. The anticipation you feel is the friction of a beautiful reality trying to break through into your physical world. Your soul is vibrating at the frequency of the surprise that is heading your way. Then there is the realm of the subconscious, the dreamscape where your spirit goes when your ego finally falls asleep. Pisces, the dreams you have been having lately are not just random firing of synapses. They are vivid, cinematic, and eerily specific. You are dreaming of this person, but not in the painful, chasing way you used to. In these recent dreams, the energy is different. You are seeing them looking at you with a profound sense of regret. Or you are standing in a room with them, and the silence between you is no longer heavy. It is thick with unspoken understanding. You are waking up with the distinct scent of their perfume or cologne lingering in your bedroom, or you can still feel the phantom warmth of their hand on your arm. During your waking hours, you are experiencing intense flashes of memory. A specific conversation you had a year ago will suddenly play in your mind with crystal clarity while you are driving or washing the dishes. You are seeing repeating numbers, catching glimpses of their initials on license plates, or hearing their name mentioned in passing by strangers. These synchronicities are the universe winking at you. Your subconscious mind is processing the energetic tether that is rapidly pulling you two back together. The veil between your reality and their realization is thinning, and your intuition is picking up on every single vibration. Now, we must look at them. The person who holds the other end of this energetic cord. The one who went quiet, who pulled away, who left you with more questions than answers. I need you to take a deep breath and listen closely, because what is happening inside their mind right now is a complete and total emotional reckoning. For a long time, they convinced themselves that walking away or keeping their distance was the right choice. They built walls, they created distractions, they buried themselves in their career, their hobbies, or even other people, trying to drown out the memory of you. But the silence they created has become deafening to them. They are sitting in the very quiet they orchestrated, and it is driving them mad. They are realizing that the peace they thought they would find without you is actually just an empty, echoing void. They are remembering the way you looked at them, the way you understood their shadows without judging them, the way your love felt like a sanctuary they foolishly abandoned. Are preparing to speak Pisces. They are rehearsing words in the shower, typing out messages and deleting them, staring at your name in their contacts with a heavy aching chest. But I cannot reveal the exact nature of this surprise just yet. I cannot give you the final card. Because if I just tell you they are coming back with a massive confession, your wounded heart will put up a shield. You need to understand the context of their inner war first, so that when the moment arrives, you can receive it with open arms instead of defensive armor. Before I go any further, Pisces, I need to pause and speak to your spirit directly. If you are still here, if your heart is still beating a little faster, if you feel that magnetic pull keeping your eyes on the screen, then I need you to do something small but sacred. Subscribe to Trusted Tarot if you haven't already. Not because I need the number, but because this channel is a living, breathing spiritual sanctuary, and every single person who subscribes adds their light to this collective energy field. When you hit that subscribe button, you are telling the universe, I am ready to receive. I am no longer hiding from my blessings. I am stepping into the timeline where I am loved, seen, and chosen. And if this reading is already resonating in your bones, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Send it to that friend who has been crying in silence, who has been pretending they are fine. You never know whose life you might alter by simply passing along a message the universe intended for them. You are not just a viewer here. You are part of a spiritual family, and this family protects each other's hearts. Now, breathe with me, because what I am about to tell you is the reason you clicked. This is the card I have been hovering over, the truth I have been circling, and I need you to receive it fully. Here is what is coming. The silence is breaking, not in a slow, tentative testing the waters way. No, this person is coming toward you with an intensity that will knock the breath right out of your lungs. The cards show a message arriving, and it is not a casual, hey, how have you been? It is not a breadcrumb. It is a full, unguarded, vulnerable confession. They are going to tell you the truth about why they pulled away. They are going to admit that their silence was not about you being unlovable, not about you being too much, not about you failing them in some invisible way. Their silence was about their own terror, their own unworthiness. They looked at the depth of what you offered them, the purity of your Pisces heart, and they were terrified they would ruin it. So they ran. They chose the familiar pain of isolation over the terrifying beauty of being truly loved by someone like you. But the running is over. They are done running. And what they are about to say to you will make your eyes fill with tears, but these are not the bitter tears of rejection. These are the hot, overwhelming, chest-cracking tears of validation, of finally being told, you were right, I was wrong, and I am so, so sorry. They are going to apologize. They are going to confess what they should have said months ago. And in that confession, there will be an invitation, a request to begin again, but this time, honestly. This time, without the games, without the fear, without the walls. They want to stand in front of you, completely exposed, and ask for another chance. And Pisces, the look in their eyes when they do it will be one of pure, unguarded devotion. You will cry from happiness. You will press your phone to your chest, or you will cover your face with your hands and sob, because the thing you thought was dead, the thing you had already started to grieve, is suddenly, impossibly alive again. But here is where I must offer you a gentle warning, because I love you too much to send you into this moment unprepared. When this message arrives, when this confession lands in your lap, your first instinct will not be joy. Your first instinct will be armor. You have been hurt. You have been kept waiting. You have spent long nights wondering if you were foolish for hoping, for loving, for believing in a connection that seemed to evaporate. And that old pain will try to hijack the moment. It will whisper, don't trust it. They'll hurt you again, protect yourself, be cold, make them suffer the way you suffered. And I understand that impulse. God, I understand it. But I need you to pause. I need you to take one full, deep breath before you respond. Do not let the wounded version of you make the decision for the healed version of you. Receive their words clearly. Let them land. You do not have to forgive instantly. You do not have to say yes in the same second. But do not slam the door out of reflex. Give yourself 24 hours to simply sit with what they have said. Let the truth of it wash over you without the filter of old resentment. You have earned this moment of clarity. Do not rob yourself of it by reacting from a place of ancient hurt. And you might be wondering, why now? Why the 10th of August? Why this specific window? Because this timing is not random. This is not a coincidence. This person has been in a period of spiritual maturation. They have been sitting in the discomfort of their own choices. And it took this exact amount of time for their ego to crack open enough for the truth to pour through. The universe did not delay this to punish you. The universe delayed this because if they had come back to you 3 months ago, they would have come back half-hearted. They would have come back with the same fears, the same patterns, the same inability to be vulnerable. They needed this time in the wilderness. They needed to feel the full weight of your absence. And you, Pisces, you needed this time too. You needed to rebuild your sense of self outside of their orbit. You needed to remember that you are whole, that you are worthy, that your value is not determined by someone else's capacity to love you. Both of you had to walk through your own private hells so that when you finally meet again, it is not out of desperation. It is out of choice. It is out of genuine, hard-won, spiritually earned love. The timing is divine because you are both finally ready. I need to speak to the part of you that is just so incredibly tired. The part of your beautiful Pisces soul that has carried the weight of this connection all by itself for what feels like lifetimes. You have been the one holding the energetic container. You have been the one sending love into the void, hoping it would echo back, only to be met with the deafening sound of your own heartbeat. I see the exhaustion in your aura. I see how heavy your shoulders have been, how your physical body aches from the tension of waiting. You have smiled through your days, you have shown up for your job. You have been the strong one for your friends and family. But behind closed doors, in the quiet sanctuary of your bedroom, you have been grieving a ghost. You have been mourning a future you thought was promised to you, wondering what you did wrong, wondering why you weren't enough to make them stay. I want you to know right here, right now, that your softness is not a flaw. The world tells you to toughen up, to build walls, to become cold so you don't get hurt. But your sensitive, empathetic heart is exactly what drew them to you in the first place, and it is exactly what is drawing them back. Do not let the pain of this waiting period turn you into someone you are not. Your capacity to love deeply is your greatest spiritual gift. I know there were moments, especially in the last few weeks leading up to this 10th of August, where you felt utterly foolish for still hoping. Your logical mind told you to move on. Your friends probably told you to let go, to block their number, to reclaim your power. You looked in the mirror and asked yourself why you couldn't just detach, why your heart refused to sever the tie. But the soul does not operate on the timeline of the ego, Pisces. The soul knows when a cord is meant to be severed, and it knows when a cord is merely stretched across time and space. You weren't holding on out of weakness or codependency. You were holding on because your spirit recognized the unfinished business, the unspoken truth, the destiny that was merely paused, not canceled. You were right to trust your intuition. You were right to feel that they were still yours, even when they were physically absent. The validation you have been starving for is about to be served to you. The agonizing what ifs are dissolving into the brilliant, undeniable light of clarity. And this emotional resolution is not just about your love life. You see, when your heart chakra is blocked by grief and waiting, it creates a bottleneck in your entire energetic field. You have been feeling stuck in your career. You have been watching opportunities pass you by, feeling like your finances are stagnant, wondering why your manifestations aren't materializing. It is because your life force energy was tied up in this unresolved loop with them. But when this surprise arrives, when this confession breaks the dam, you are going to feel a massive surge of creative and professional energy. The heavy fog that has been clouding your ambition is going to lift. As this person steps back into your life with clarity and devotion, You will suddenly find the focus to launch that project, ask for that raise, or pursue that passion you put on hold. Love and abundance are deeply connected. When your heart is at peace, your hands are free to build your empire. The universe is clearing this romantic blockage so that the floodgates of financial and spiritual prosperity can finally open for you. As this massive wave of new energy approaches, I want to help you anchor it into your physical body. Because when a surprise this intense arrives, it can actually shock the nervous system. We need to prepare your vessel to hold this joy without overwhelming you. I want you to do this with me right now. Wherever you are, whether you are sitting in your car, lying in your bed, or walking outside, I want you to gently place your right hand over the center of your chest. Feel the warmth of your palm seeping through your clothes, touching your skin, resting directly over your heart chakra. This is your spiritual anchor. This is the home you have been trying to build within yourself while you waited for them to come home to you. Now close your eyes for just a moment if it is safe to do so. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, drawing the air all the way down into your belly. Imagine you are breathing in pure, golden light, the light of divine timing, of truth, of happy tears. Hold it at the top for a second, and now open your mouth and exhale with a soft sigh, releasing every ounce of doubt, every drop of anxiety, every heavy expectation you have been carrying. Let it go as you keep your hand on your heart. I want you to repeat this affirmation silently in your mind or out loud if you are alone. I am safe to receive. I release the pain of the past, and I open my arms to the love that is returning to me. I am worthy of the surprise that the universe has prepared for me. Say it again. I am safe to receive. Feel those words vibrating in your chest. Feel them rewriting the cellular memory of your body. You are no longer the person who waits in the dark. You are the person who is being chosen in the light. Sit with this feeling for a moment. Just sit in the quiet certainty that the battle is over. You do not need to force anything anymore. You do not need to manifest it or chase it or manipulate the energy. The arrow has already left the bow. The message is already in transit. The realization has already dawned in their mind. All you have to do now is live your life, drink your water, go about your day, and allow the universe to deliver your package. When the text comes, when the phone rings, when they show up at your door, you will know exactly what to do because your spirit has already rehearsed this moment 1,000 times in your dreams. Trust the timing of this 10th of August, 2026. It is a sacred coordinate in your life's map. Before we close this sacred space, I need you to seal this energy. The universe responds to action, to physical declarations of your spiritual readiness. I want you to go down to the comments right now and type one single word to claim this beautiful, overwhelming, happy surprise. Type the word receive. By typing it, you are signing the spiritual contract. You are telling the universe, I am ready, send it. And if this reading brought a sense of peace to your chaotic heart, please subscribe to Trusted Tarot. This channel is your sanctuary, and I will be here to guide you through the beautiful chapters that are about to unfold in your love story. Share this video with a friend who needs a miracle today. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, Pisces. Keep your heart open, the happy tears are coming.